gaze. So we'll just take a moment, okay, to close our eyes, take a moment to just tune in before we get moving. And when I say tune in, it just means like check in with yourself, right? Check in with yourself. Asking yourself, how am I feeling this morning? Where does your body maybe want a little bit more of your breath, right? So if there are maybe certain parts of your body that feel sore or tender, you can just take your breath and really breathe into those areas. Or sometimes if we're going through something in our life and it's sort of emotional or whatever, you know, there's just something maybe we're feeling that's kind of intense, you can find that also somewhere in your body and just breathe into that energy. It really helps the body digest the energy. And so everything that we do here is really always about manifesting more of the life that you want, right? Manifesting more of that joy, more of that love. And really what that means is just allowing more of your light to shine through, okay? The light is always there, and then there are things that sort of obstruct it. And so along the way, we're just starting to see more and more of the things that withhold or obstruct, right, our light from being able to really just shine through in its most natural way. So just take a moment to see if you can kind of tap into that light, right, within yourself. Let's make a commitment together that today we'll just soften, we're going to surrender into, we're going to let go and allow the light to shine. Okay, from the inside out, just let it shine, moving out of the way. And if you have an intention of your own right now, feel free to go ahead and just set that for yourself. Awesome. And I'm going to warn you that you guys might hear my breathing a little more than you're used to. So let's go ahead and just bring a soft gaze back into the room, and we'll go ahead and come up to the top of your mat. So we're going to start in standing position. You'll bring your big toes together and just let there be about an inch or so between your heels. Okay, so coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, so toes are together, heels are apart just a little bit, and you're going to settle your gaze down. So you're going to close your eyelids, and then you're going to start to feel all four corners of your feet, and then see if you can feel the arches of your feet just gently lifting off the mat. Yes, pull your belly in, lift up on your kneecaps, and notice when you lift your kneecaps up, your thighs start to engage. I want you to spread across the collarbones. So you're opening up the chest, and just let your shoulders relax down your back. Get a little longer in your neck. Feel your crown of your head reach up, up, up. And this is mountain pose. This is Tadasana. Okay, let's inhale. Bring a soft gaze into the room. Sweep your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, let's forward fold. Inhale, lift your gaze, half lift. Exhale, step yourself back to plank pose and take your knees to the mat. We're going to find this tabletop. Okay, as you inhale, arch your back, lift your heart. As you exhale, rounding out your spine. So we take this cat-cow. Yeah, inhale. Arch your back, open your belly. Exhale, rounding out your spine. One more time, inhale, arch your back, lift your heart. Exhale, rounding out your spine. And then we'll inhale, come to a nice flat back. Go ahead and tuck your toes and find that first downward facing dog. Okay, so shift back. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit so it doesn't hang down too low. All right, so pedaling out your feet here, shaking out your head a little bit. and then establishing what we refer to as our Ujjayi pranayama. This is a deep nostril breathing, and the breath moves through the back of your throat. So it should sound sort of like the ocean, okay? They call it the oceanic breath. And if you've ever put your ear up to a conch shell, it sounds like that, right? So breathing in through your nose, let the breath move deeply through the back of your throat. Breathing out through the nose, allowing the breath to move deeply through the throat. And then as you inhale, look toward the top of your mat and begin to walk your feet forward. We're gonna lift your gaze halfway. So this is our Ardha Uttanasana. You'll exhale, fold, and here's our Uttanasana. And let's root to rise. Inhale, press through your feet, sweep your arms up. This is Urdhva Hastasana. And we exhale, bring your arms down, and this is Tadasana. Just take a beat. And we're gonna begin again. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, step back to your plank. This time I want you to lower all the way down to your belly, okay? We lower all the way down. You're gonna untuck your toes. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. We'll tuck your toes and come back to downward facing dog. So just press it back, pull your belly button in, move your chest toward your thighs. Relax your head, deep breaths. We're here for 3. Ujjayi pranayama, 2. And 1. Let's inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump your feet to the top of your mat for Ardha Uttanasana. It's the half lift. Okay, we exhale, fold. This is Uttanasana. Root to rise, inhale. Here's Urdhva Hastasana. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. This is Tadasana. All right, we're gonna do that again. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, we fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back to your plank. This time you might lower down to your chaturanga. Feel free to take your cat-cow or lower back to your belly. Inhale, upward facing chest. Exhale, downward facing chest. Stay right here. Nice deep breath in. Nice long breath out. Relax your head and neck. We're here for 3. 2. And 1. All right, here we go. Inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. We root to rise. Inhale, press through your feet, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep up. Exhale, Tadasana. We're gonna do that a couple of more times, okay? So you can move through those chaturangas, or you can modify. Here we go. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take that vinyasa of your choice. You step, walk, or jump back. You lower down your way. You find that upward facing chest. And then you exhale back to that downward facing dog. And just stabilize your breathing. We're here for 3. 2. And 1. Let's inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump your feet to the top of your mat, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Here we go. Inhale, press through the feet, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands down, Tadasana. One more time. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, step walker, jump your way back, move through your vinyasa. Inhaling for your upward chest. Exhaling for your downward dog. And then just come back to your breath. Deep breath in. Long breath out. This is your rest. Right? This is where you relax. This is where you come back to that even, steady breathing. Okay, we're going to start to change things up a little bit here. So as you inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Lift your gaze. Exhale, fold down your legs. We root to rise. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Here we go, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands come down by your side. Okay, so that was Surya Namaskar A. We're gonna move through Surya Namaskar B. Okay, that involves Utkatasana chair pose and warrior ones. All right, so here we go. Inhale, bend your knees, scoop your arms up, find your chair pose. Pause on the exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold down your legs. Inhale, half lift. Here's Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, vinyasa of your choice. You step, walk, or jump it back. You lower down your way. You inhale for that upward chest. And you exhale for that downward chest. And just coming back to that steady breathing. And we're going to take this right foot and we're going to step it forward. Okay, warrior one. Inhale, step your right foot forward, root your back heel down, and rise up. Virabhadrasana A. Your feet are hip distance. I'm going to show you from the front. Okay, you've got that back foot on the floor. So you can have your hands shoulder distance. You can have your palms together, whichever one is available. If your palms are together, try to look at your thumbs. Yes, we're here for 5. Root down to your feet. 4, 3, 2. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, open up warrior 2. Okay, so in our warrior 2, those hips open nice and wide, arms are nice and wide. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Take it back. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. And then step back into your plank pose. So we're right here. Okay, take a deep breath in. Exhale, vinyasa. So if that gets too much, too many vinyasas, you can skip the vinyasas. You can come to child's pose or just head right to downward dog. And just take a moment here to chill and breathe. It's raining here, it's beautiful. Okay, so warrior 1, left foot steps forward. Inhale, step forward, root your back heel, rise it up. Virabhadrasana A. Woo! So make sure those feet are hip distance apart. Square off your hips. Either your hands come shoulder distance or your palms come together. Okay, that part's up to you. If you can look at your thumbs, try to lift your gaze a little bit. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's open up warrior 2. So we shift the feet, we open up the hips. So right, it's like our warrior 1, our hips face forward. Our warrior 2, our hips face the side. Let's inhale, reverse the warrior, take it back. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame your foot. So you pick your back heel up and then you just step back into your plank pose. Let's take a deep breath in and then exhale, move through your vinyasa. You can take that chaturanga or modified chaturanga and we come back into our downward facing dog and then return to your steady breathing. Yes. We're here for 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Chair pose, bend your knees. Inhale, scoop your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Come all the way back to stand. So we exhale, just release the hands. Take a moment, just find your breath. And we're gonna do that again. This time we're gonna add on just a little bit, okay? As you inhale, bend your knees. Let's take that chair pose again. We're gonna pause on the exhale. Find your heels. Sit back into your heels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, step, walk, or jump back through your vinyasa. And then pause here. Just a little reminder that everything happens on either an inhale or an exhale. So just want you to observe as you're moving through your practice. We try not to marry the breaths, meaning one movement is either an inhale or an exhale. So that's why you hear me cue the breath a lot. Okay. Warrior 1, right foot. Here we go. Inhale, step it forward, root your back heel, and come all the way up. Virabhadrasana A. Warrior 1. Hands are shoulder distance apart or palms are together. Root your feet into the mat. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come behind you, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back, breathing in. Exhale, let's fold down the midline and you'll come right into your humble warrior. So the idea here is to relax your head totally. Okay, so this symbolizes the ego bowing to the higher self, head below the heart. Let's pull the right hip in and back, and then find a steady breath. Inhale, press through your feet, lead with your heart as you rise it up. Warrior 1, arms reach up overhead. Woo, as you exhale, open up Warrior 2. So we're nice and big here, holding it a little bit longer this time. Try to get my hair out of the way here so it's not smacking the microphone. Okay, so we'll inhale, take it back, left arm back, right arm up. And now as we exhale, we'll take this right elbow, I should say, to your right thigh, okay? Left arm is gonna sweep forward, overhead. So if you'll notice, I sometimes scooch my back foot in just a little bit closer to make sure my front knee is over my front ankle. You wanna feel a long line moving through this left side of the body, from the edge of the foot all the way up to the fingertips. And then see if you can spin your gaze to look up at the left palm of your hand. Pull your belly button in, stay with it. We're here for 3, 2, and then as you exhale, release your hands to frame your foot. Okay, so let's pick your back heel. You're gonna pivot your back heel up, and we're now back in this little lunge. Okay, take your left hand onto the mat and sweep your right hand up. Beautiful. Stay buoyant in your legs. Like I can see my right hip is pretty tight. You can kind of see it comes up a little bit. Yeah, in this. So I'm doing my best to keep my hips square. So we do our best. Might not be perfect, but we aim for that alignment. One more inhale. Now as we exhale, release your right hand down. And we'll take this back knee to the floor. Feels good, right? Let's shift it back and just pop these toes back. Okay, this is our Ardha Hanuman, our half split. So let's keep your hips right over your back knee. You can keep your back toes tucked. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold down the leg. We're just gonna do that a couple times. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold down the leg. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold down the leg. Good, one breath here, stay here. And then as you inhale, lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale, come back to your lunge. So let's rebend this front knee. We're gonna take the hands to the mat, lift your back knee. Now listen up. Take your right foot to the back of your mat and then spin your heels to the left and sweep your right hand up. Now you can actually modify here, okay, with your left knee down, or you're in your full side plank. We're here for 3, 2. As you exhale, come back to your plank, or you can come onto your hands and your knees. You can take a vinyasa, or you can take a cat-cow. You can take child's pose anytime you need it. And then just make your way back to downward facing dog. Just take a couple breaths. Let's reset. We're going to do that again on the other side. And just check in with yourself. It's funny, you know, we treat the people we love very differently sometimes than how we treat ourselves, right? We check in with the people we love, and yet we can go days and weeks and even months without ever checking in with ourselves. So just imagine what that would feel like, right? To be ignored all of that time. I just want to keep inviting you to continue checking in with yourself regularly. Okay, let's take warrior 1 left side. Inhale, step the left foot forward, root the back heel. Let's bring it up, warrior 1. Keep your hips nice and square. And then just find your palms together or arms shoulder distance apart. We're here for 3, 2. As you exhale, sweep your hands back, interlace your fingers. See if you can bring the other hand on top if you remember what that is. Let's roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, we move towards this humble warrior. Okay, head below the heart. Ego bowing to the higher self. We're here for 3. 2. And then as you inhale, slowly pressing through your feet, let's lead through your heart. Okay, heart lifts as we rise up. Warrior 1, arms reach up. We exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Spread those feet. Relax your shoulders. So even though you're holding the arms up, relax your shoulders. It's funny, we talk about ease a lot. I talk about ease, and people think I mean, oh, well, life is supposed to be easy. No, life isn't going to be easy, right? But we can find ease in the discomfort. Let's take it back. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And then as we exhale, let's bring this left elbow to your left thigh. Okay, we'll take this right hand and we're going to sweep it forward and just find that big long line, okay, from your back foot all the way through your side body, all the way up to your fingertips, excuse me. And then if it's available, if you can kind of maintain that balance, let's spin your gaze to look up at the right palm of your hand. Pull your belly button in and stay super stable through your legs. We're here for 3. Ujjayi pranayama, 2. As you exhale, let's release this hand down to the ground. Okay, you can actually frame your foot if you want. You can bring your left hand down as well, just for balance. We'll pick your back heel up, find your lunge, root your right hand down, and then sweep your left hand up. Woo. And if that hip is tight, just notice, send a lot of breath there. Just love it, sending love and light there. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your left hand down, and we'll take this back knee to the floor. Okay, so just take a beat as you get there. And then as we inhale, let's bring your hips, actually keep your back toes tucked. We'll take your hips back, get those hips right over your back knee, pull your front toes back. Yeah. Let's inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, we start to fold. We just keep moving. Inhale, lift your heart, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your heart, look forward. Exhale, we're gonna fold it and hold it. Deep breaths. Keep lifting up on that left kneecap. You'll notice it naturally engages your thigh. Stay long through the back of your neck. And then we'll inhale, lift your head and heart. Exhale, come forward for this little lunge here. Tuck your back toes and lift your knee. And we're gonna step you back. So what we're gonna do, right, is take this left foot all the way back, and then you're gonna spin your heels to the right and sweep your left hand up. And if you wanna modify, you can take your right knee down underneath your right hip. Okay, we're in our side plank. For 3, you can look toward your top hand. 2, squeeze your legs. As you exhale, come back to your plank. Maybe you take your vinyasa. Maybe you take your cat-cow. Maybe you come to your child's pose. And then you just come back to your breath. So just find a rest. If you're feeling like you're resting in your down dog, stay here. If you feel like you want a child's pose to rest, you can go there. And just want to share something that I notice about the body and how it can have these like little aches and pains, or we might find an injury, or we might sort of bump up against this way in which we feel limited, in our physical bodies. So I just want to invite you to get really curious when that comes up for you. And instead of letting that move you away from a relationship with your body, I want you to see it as an invitation to cultivate an even more incredible relationship with your body. Okay, so as we inhale, we'll look forward. Let's step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's find that chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, sit back into your heels, scooch your arms up, or scoop your arms up, I should say. Pause. Let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push through your feet and come all the way up to stand. Okay, so just close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that everything is okay with the sound. So if everything is okay, just stay as you are. If for some reason it's not, you can put a comment. But if it's good to go, then you can just chill. Take a moment here, and I'll just kind of check and see if there's any feedback coming through. So we're gonna move through that again, same exact sequence, but we're gonna actually add on again, so you'll see a little bit of a progression. I always love that. It's like you want to slowly work into something. Your body really appreciates that. Okay, so let's take that chair pose again. Hands are down. We'll inhale, bend your knees, scoop your arms up, find your chair pose. And as you exhale, we're gonna take a little prayer twist over here to the right. So hook this left elbow. You gotta sit back into your heels. Sit back into your heels. Lift your chest. Really push those hands together. That's important. You wanna push this left elbow into your thigh. Okay, lift your heart. If your balance is steady, you can start to look to the right, or maybe you can even look up towards the sky. Ooh, you'll notice that your legs are kind of fighting for which one is gonna do the work. Give them both equal amount of work to do. Okay, they're both working together as a team. One more breath. Inhale, come back to your chair pose. And as you exhale, come all the way back to stand. Okay, so push through your feet. Relax your arms down, close your eyes. Notice what you're feeling. We're gonna do that again on the other side. Okay, on the left side this time. So let's inhale, bend the knees, scoop the arms up. As you exhale, take that twist over to the left. You're gonna hook that right elbow across the left thigh. Sit back into your heels, your bum moves back. Push your elbow down into your thighs, okay? Lift your heart, press your hands together. Stay buoyant in your chest. Let your legs work equal the same. Evenly distribute the weight. We're here for 3. Inhale, come back to your chair pose. Exhale, press through your feet, come all the way up to stand. Ooh, notice that you're really feeling a lot, right? In your legs, through your chest. All right, so as we inhale, take your hands on your hips and we'll hop your feet. So I'll show you, hop your feet hip distance apart. Okay, inhale, lift up through your chest. And as you exhale, you're gonna take your peace sign and bring them inside your big toes. Okay, so you want the palm side of your hands facing each other. So peace fingers come inside the big toes. Your palm side of your hands are facing each other. Lift your gaze halfway, and then exhale, start to fold down the legs. I'm gonna show you from the side. What I oftentimes see a lot of is people sort of leaning back, okay, afraid of falling forward. So I want you to soften your knees a little bit. Rock towards the balls of your feet. Relax your head. Lift up on your kneecaps. And then activate your abdominals to pull you a little closer to your legs. Move your shoulder blades away from your jaw and down toward your hips. Ujjayi pranayama, deep nostril breathing. And then as we inhale, lift your gaze, look up, look forward. And then as you exhale, take your hands underneath your feet. So even if you just get like the tips of your fingers, okay? Try to get all of your hands, but if you don't, that's okay. You get as much as your hand as possible. Let's inhale, lift your chest. And then as you exhale, you're gonna fold. So see if you can soften through your elbows a bit. And even if your fold is not a deep fold, that is okay. I want you to just really feel what feels good about this. You can feel what feels awkward about this. You can feel what feels challenging about this, but do it from a place of pure experiencing it rather than judging it, right? Drop the judgment and just experience. There's wisdom in all of it. Good job. Let's inhale, lift your head, lift your heart. As you exhale, release your hands out from underneath your feet and bring your hands to your hips. We'll inhale, press through your hips, come all the way up to stand. Woo! And then as you exhale, hop your feet together. Good. All right, so hands are down by your sides. Inhale, chair pose. So here's our third and final round of this sequence. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, vinyasa of your choice. Step, walk, or jump it back. Take your chaturangas or modified chaturangas. Up dogs or modified up dogs. And we take it back to down dog. We deeply breathe here. Warrior one, right foot steps forward. Inhale, step forward, root to rise. Here we go, Virabhadrasana A. Now let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. So we're doing the same sequence, but we're just moving a little faster. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, fold down the midline, come into that humble warrior. Relax your head. Take one breath. Inhale, root to rise. Here we go. Press through the feet. Let's take it up. Warrior one. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Take it back. Exhale, elbow to thigh. Left arm reaches over. Now, if you want, you can actually take this right hand to the outside of your right foot, okay? So if you want a little more, you can also sweep this top hand either behind your back, maybe hooking the fingertips inside the right thigh, or you could try to come for the bind. The right arm would come under your leg. You're gonna reach around and try to put your left hand inside your right hand. You just find whatever works for you there. So I've got this bind, but I'm not gonna go there today because it's not really feeling super good in my body. So I'm just gonna stay here for 3, 2. As we exhale, we're gonna release the bind, release your hands down to frame this front foot. Okay, let's pick your back knee, your back heel up. Coming towards our standing split, we press into that front foot, lift your back leg, and then as you exhale, fold down the leg. Nice deep breath in, nice long breath out. For those of you who want a little more here, you can take this right hand behind your ankle. You can take this left hand behind your right hand and just really challenge your balance, which some days is easy and some days feels impossible, right? Let's inhale to release the balance, lift your head and heart, and then take a big step back through this left leg. Okay, go as slow as you need to go. Let's root the hands down. We're coming into three-legged dog. Keep your back leg where it is. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. So I like to move my leg a little bit, especially if my hip or my thigh feels tight. You can move that leg. You can also flip the dog if you want. So if you want to find your rock star, here it is. Just an option. And then just slowly making your way back, three-legged dog. And then we'll exhale, come towards your plank pose and move through your vinyasa. Okay, modified or full. So just stay here for a moment in your downward facing dog. I have this weird little Velcro thing on here. I don't know what to do with it. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Nice deep breath in and out. So we'll do that same on the left, okay? So just moving a little faster. Inhale, left foot steps forward, root your back heel, come up, warrior one, and you exhale here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands sweep behind you. Find that yogi mudra bind. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, we fold down the midline. Pull your left hip in and back, and then relax your head down. Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale, press through your feet. Here we go. Lead through the heart, arms reach up. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, take it back, reverse the warrior. Exhale, elbow to thigh, right arm reaches over. Option to stay here. Option to take that left hand to the ground outside, okay, outside that front foot. Option to sweep your right hand just behind your back, or you can take those fingertips down inside your thigh, or you can reach this left arm under you and try to set your, right hand inside your left hand for a little bind. One more breath. We'll inhale. Release this hand to the ground as you just pick your back heel up. And then as you exhale, we walk forward, we push through this front foot, we fire up this back leg, okay, and we fold down the leg. And you can find your little balance if you like. Left hand behind the ankle is one level of a balance challenge, and then of course, both hands behind your ankle is a whole other level of challenge. And then releasing the hands off the ankle if you've got the ankle. Let's inhale, lift the head and heart. Exhale, take a big step back. Okay, pause it here. Keep your back leg where it is. Hands to the floor. Inhale, send your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. Maybe you move this top leg a little bit. Maybe you flip your dog. And then we'll nice and easy make your way back. Three-legged dog. As you exhale, come towards your plank pose and move through a vinyasa or a cat-cow or a child's pose. And come back to your breath and stabilize. Okay, so find a rest. You're gonna stay in your down dog or you're gonna come to child's pose, just finding a rest for yourself. All right, so from our downward facing dog, let's inhale, look towards the top of your mat, and we'll step, walk, or jump to a seat. Okay, you can step, walk, or jump into your seat. And we'll just have a moment to arrive, and we'll lie down on your back. Okay, so the feet are gonna come hip distance, the knees are gonna come hip distance. I have to figure out how to do that without hurting your ears. And we'll take the palms down, okay, right by your hips. And just focus on a nice long spine, okay? Focus on that first, and just feel that. And then I want you to imagine that you have like a block, okay, in between your inner thighs. So you just want to gently hug the block so that it doesn't fall out. So you're not gonna like knock your knees in, right? But you're gonna fire up your inner thighs. Just keeping them hip distance, but magnetized towards each other. All right, as we inhale, we push down through the hands, we push down through the feet, we rise up, we lift the hips, we lift the middle torso, and then we try to get the shoulders off the chest onto the back. And sometimes it feels nice to just catch a hold of those heels. But if you have to like awkwardly adjust to get your feet, I'm gonna suggest binding the hands under you. So you can find that little yogi mudra, or you can opt out. You don't have to do either of those. Now move your knees forward and puff your chest up. Push through your feet and lift your hips. Try not to squeeze your butt too much. Try to keep your butt a little bit soft. And then slowly release your hips all the way down. Release your hands. Release your back. Take a moment here. And really feel the after effects. Okay, so we're actually going to do that one more time, and we'll do it exactly what we just did, or all the same things apply, okay, with the knees hip distance and the feet hip distance and the hugging in of the active inner thighs. You can also walk your hands to come up beside your ears, okay? So if you want to come into that full back bend, then you're welcome to do that as well. Okay, as we inhale, we push through the feet, we push through the hands, and we either come back to that baby bridge or we come all the way up for our full wheel. You want to get those shoulders off your chest onto your back. Relax your head and neck wherever you are. Hug those inner thighs in. Push down through your feet. Push down through your hands. Lift your hips. Puff up your chest. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Returning all the way to the floor. Nice flat back. Ooh, just take a moment. Notice how you feel. And then we'll take your feet together. Knees fall out wide. Let's take your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. And closing your eyes, so just breathing. Very good. Okay, so we'll pull the knees back together. I want to slide your left leg down the mat and pull your right knee toward you. And we'll take this left knee and we're going to pull it across the body. So let's find a twist. Okay, pulling it across the body. Extend your right arm out to the side. Melt your right shoulder blade down and look toward your right hand. Nice, pretty simple twist. I keep my knee pretty far off the ground. I can get it down, but it tends to feel a little funky in my lower back. So just keep that in mind, okay? If your back gets a little cranky, you can keep your knee, I just hold it up with my left hand. You can slide a block underneath it. But you might be good, like you might feel like getting the knee down is perfectly comfortable. And then we'll inhale, slowly come right back. Just exhale, hug this knee into your chest. And then we'll go ahead and switch. Okay, right leg slides down the mat. Hug this left knee in, take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull this knee across your body. Extend your left arm out to the side. And then melt your left shoulder blade into the floor as you look toward that left hand. So you can see I kind of prop my knee up with my hand. This is what I do. And I'll kind of play around with it a little bit. Like some days it feels okay to go further. And then as you inhale, just slowly coming right back up. Exhale, hug this knee into your chest. And then pull your right knee in also. And we can just wrap the arms around the shins, catch opposite elbows, give yourself a big squeeze and relax your head down. So this is a little Pavana Muktasana, just wind removing pose, really good compression for your intestines. So hug those knees in, flatten out your spine. And then we'll catch a hold of your knees. We're gonna rock and roll up to a seat. All right, so we'll take our feet together and let your knees fall out wide. So we'll find this little butterfly pose. And when you first get here, you might notice, like I always notice that when I get here, probably like half of my flesh, right, is kind of underneath me, right? So just scoop that out of the way. Catch a hold of your feet. We'll sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Now, as you exhale, pull your belly button back towards your spine. And then on the inhale, see if you can draw up through your pelvic floor, like it's a suction cup. Like you're gonna pull the earth right up through the midline of your body and out the crown of your head. I like to imagine like the earth is like that. It's like the soil is kind of that root lock, that Mula Bandha, and that Sushumna Nadi is the way that the plants, they move up, right? Up and out, they blossom, right? At the top. It's that life force energy moving upward from the root. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, move your tailbone back and move your heart forward. Now stay with me on this, because the more mindful you come in, the deeper you're gonna go, all right? So these thighs are gonna rotate back, and every step of the way, you're gonna stay really checked in with how you're feeling. And when you bump up against a little physical limitation, you're just gonna stay curious. Okay, let me see what that is. Let me breathe in there. Let me just massage it with my breath, recognizing it as sacred information. My teacher always says, what's in the way is the way. One more breath. Let's inhale to come all the way back up. And then as you exhale, let's lay all the way back down. All right. So let's just set it up here for a brief little inversion. Okay, we're going to take the feet overhead. Now, if you want to just come into your shoulder stand, if that's comfortable for you, just head right in, okay? Right up into your shoulder stand. Otherwise, we'll come here into our candlestick first, and then we're going to actually just roll the hips back, so we're moving towards our plow pose. Keep your neck long, so look up, and then you're going to bring your hands to your lower back. And once you get there, you can lift your legs a little bit and just come into this little 45-degree angle. And then you can start to walk your hands further up your back and lift your legs so they're right up above your hips. Yeah, and if that's too much, you can come back down to this 45-degree angle in the legs. You want to squeeze your legs together, reach up through the tips of your toes. And then slowly let the feet lower towards the mat behind your head. So if the feet don't touch the floor, keep the hands on your back. If the feet do touch, you can interlace your fingers. Get those shoulders more onto your back. You're going to lift your thighs, stay long in your spine. And then slowly we roll it out, one vertebra at a time. All the way down, legs to the mat. And we'll slide these hands underneath your bum. Take your feet together, point your toes, and then push through your elbows, lift your heart, and let your head drop back. So we're here, fish pose, Matsyasana, deep breathing. As you inhale, push through your elbows, lift your head, and then just rest down on your mat. Bend your knees and let your hands come out from underneath you. We're gonna walk your feet as wide as your mat. Take your arms out nice and wide, and then windshield wiper your knees, left and right. And then when you're ready, you'll inhale, bring the knees up, and then let the legs lengthen down your mat and relax your arms. Turn your palms to face up. Let your eyes close down. And we'll be here for just a couple of minutes before I call you back.